put them on silent or vibrate at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, the ceremony is about to begin.
So, attention!
At any time during the ceremony, please feel free to come forward and take pictures. Please stand for the invocation given by PFC Nicholas Purdue.
Let us pray. Dear God, thank you for you guys looking out for us. We pray you continue looking out for us. To go to obedience, the rest will go to the Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remove any headgear and remain standing for the playing of the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Lieutenant Colonel McRae, Captain Campbell, First Sergeant Cerna, distinguished guests, friends, and relatives, welcome to the pin ceremony for classes 13 Delta 44 and 45-17, 13 Papa 12-17, and 13 Mike 15-17 from Alpha Battery, 1st Battalion, 78th Field Artillery, United States Army. In order to ensure that the Army continues to remain relevant and ready, it requires that the future of the Army is trained by the most professional non-commissioned officers working in our Army today. The instructor being awarded the Basic Army Instructor Badge today are the elite of their military occupational specialty. These instructors have demonstrated exceptional proficiency in all areas related to instruction, as well as being professional leaders and mentors. They have transformed the classroom into a learner-centric environment where soldiers can truly learn, retain, and apply their training. In order to be awarded the Basic Army Instructor Badge, sergeants must successfully complete an arduous Fire Center of Excellence certification process. They must then teach on platform for 80 hours and be evaluated twice by certified personnel from the Institute of Non-Commissioned Officer Professional Development. The official party for today's Instructor Badge Pinning ceremony are Lieutenant Colonel McRae and First Sergeant Cerna. The recipient of the Basic Army Instructor Badge is Staff Sergeant Sean Ellis from the 13 Delta BATAD Specialist Schoolhouse. Today marks the successful completion of these soldiers' demanding coursework. This is their day to be part of the fully trained and ready Army. Soldiers, today you join the ranks of the United States Army Field Artillery, a proud warrior race whose history began with a few simple cannons and has evolved into a complex system of short and long-range missiles and howitzers with unlimited capabilities. You are here because you have successfully completed the challenging training necessary to become fully qualified soldiers and the most lethal army in the world, following in the footsteps of those before you. Ladies and gentlemen, the guest speaker for today's graduation is Staff Sergeant Larry Butcher.
Colonel McRae, Captain Campbell, Sergeant Major Shoemaker, First Sergeant Cerna. Welcome to the graduation. I'd like to thank the class for asking me to be the guest speaker. I consider it a great honor to speak here today. Congratulations on completing your AIT. We threw a lot at you in a short amount of time, and you came through with flying colors. It's a great accomplishment. You should be proud of yourself. Some of you will be returning home to serve in your state's National Guards. Some of you will be going on to your first duty station, which you'll find it quite a bit different than being in a training status. Those of you going on to your first duty station may also find yourself deployed to foreign countries. Just make sure that you remember all that you've learned up to this point, and always listen to your NCOs. They'll never lead you wrong. I'd like to give a little wisdom to all of you, that you want to make sure that you set yourself apart from all your peers. Everything that you do, everything that you can do is stand out above your peers, and you get promoted a lot faster. You get rewards, and not all details are bad. Some of them are quite good. So make sure you're volunteering, and anytime that you come to they ask for volunteers to go to the Soldier of the Month boards, raise your hands, volunteer. All it can do is set you up for success. And then one last thing in closing, I'd like to say you never go wrong at right place, right time, right uniform, doing all you can do at the highest standards you can do. You'll never go wrong.
So, attention! Awarding, ho!
The official party for today's ceremony is Staff Sergeant Butcher and Staff Sergeant Gonzalez. The Distinguished Honor Graduate Award is presented for overall excellence in training and character development throughout the training cycle. Distinguished Honor Graduate for 13 Delta Class 44-17 is PFC Jason Griefnow with a GPA of 97.35%. Distinguished Honor Graduate for 13 Delta Class 45-17 is Specialist Leonard Blumenthal with a GPA of 96.87%. The Distinguished Honor Graduate for 13 Papa Class 12-17 is PFC Samantha Fisher with a GPA of 100%. The Distinguished Honor Graduate for 13 Mike Class 15-17 is PFC Efren Castillo with a GPA of 100%. The Honor Graduate for 13 Delta Class 44-17 is PFC Will Gray with a GPA of 95.89%. The Honor Graduate for 13 Delta Class 45-17 is PFC Nicholas Purdue with a GPA of 95.9%. PFC Purdue is also being presented with the Army Physical Fitness Badge for scoring 90 or better in each of the 3 events of the Army Physical Fitness Test. The Honor Graduate for 13 Papa Class 12-17 is Private Elijah Ellis with a GPA of 100%. The Honor Graduate for 13 Mike Class 15-17 is PFC Francisco Rubio with a GPA of 99.64%. PFC Rubio is also being presented the APFT badge. The Honor Graduate for 13 Mike Class 15-17 is PFC Elrad Molinai with a GPA of 95.95%. And the Army Physical Fitness Badge is being presented to the soldiers who score 90 or better at each of the 3 events of the Army Physical Fitness Test. The Army Physical Fitness Award are presented to PV2 Austin Lauritsen and PV2 Alejandro Perez. Let's give these awardees a round of applause. The soldiers of graduating classes 13 Delta 44 and 45-17, 13 Papa 12-17, and 13 Mike 15-17 will now pin on the Field Artillery branch insignia, thus signifying that the Department of the Army and the Field Artillery Commander have certified that the soldiers are branch qualified and true artillery soldiers. The cross cannons insignia have been in use since 1834 and represent 2 cross Napoleon cannons from 1812.
Get as close as you want to.
The insignia was modified in 1901, 1907, 1957, and 1967, which is in current use today and represent the field artillery as the king of battle. distinguished honor graduate will now lead the class in reciting the Soldier's Creed. All soldiers, please stand for the reciting of the Soldier's Creed and remain standing for the Army song.
The Soldier's Creed!
I am an American soldier. I am a warrior and a member of a team. I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values. I will always place the mission first. I will never accept defeat. I will never quit. I will never leave a fallen comrade. I am disciplined, physically and mentally tough, trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills. I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself. I am an expert and I am a professional. I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the enemies of the United States of America in close combat. I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life. I am an American soldier.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the singing of the Army song.
March along, sing our song, with the army of the free. Count the brave, count the true, who have fought to victory. We're the army and proud of our name. We're the army and proudly proclaim. First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might. And the army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won. And the army goes rolling along. And it's hi, hi, hey, the army's on its way. Count off the cadence loud and strong. For wherever we go, you will always know that the army goes rolling along.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the graduation ceremony. The cadre and soldiers of the 1st Battalion 7th Field Artillery would like to thank you for your attendance. Please feel free to come forward and congratulate the graduates. Distinguished honor graduate, take charge.
Victory starts here, Sergeant.
This will defend.
Hooray! Rest!
Just until they get past the stop recording the first two rows, and then just keep the stream going, and then you upload it.
Next company period.
They get those flyers.
It should have been right for sure, but
Oh, we got the chairs put in, so.
yes.
That's supposed to be a pin
Thanks, I appreciate it.
I'm sure my daughter.
I just got cancer.
We were just talking about it. Keep it or not. Well, that's her biggest. She don't want to shut up yet. She mouthed off one guy here to start.
Yeah, that's
Basically different. They haven't sent her home yet. We're doing this. Yeah, 8 or 9 kids now.
You gentlemen get involved too?
They were just saying.